How's it going, y'all? Coach Adam here with Restore Physical Therapy and Fire for Effect Athletics. Here to talk about pull-ups and the progressions leading up to eventually getting a full-on pull-up. Now, with that being in mind, you're not alone. Most people, it's a huge lofty goal for most people to go, I want to be able to do a pull-up. It is a rather advanced movement, so let's talk about the progressions that lead you up to that. First one starting with your dumbbell row. First one that I would recommend is what's known as a bent over row. So when I'm ready to go, I'm going to grab onto my dumbbells. I'm going to take a big solid breath of raise and stand up. Once I'm ready, step on back from wherever platform I'm using. I'm then going to bend down and create a lightning bolt with my body. All right. Once I'm here, I'm going to then solid breath and raise again. Breathe in. As I pull, breathe out. I'm then going to breathe in again and then let it come back down. All right? Now notice my arm position as I'm doing this. I'm not pulling it so that the weight touches me and my elbows go past my body. I want to keep it here and in line with my back as I'm doing this. Main reason for that is we want to isolate to those muscles. From there, I can then advance it. Let's go what's known as a pen leg row. So notice how I was much more upright with the bent over row, but with a pen leg row, I'm now getting more parallel with the ground. Again, I'm aiming for here. I'm going to aim for the top of my toes with the top of the dumbbell. I'm then going to take another big solid breath and brace and pull. Notice it lines up with the back and then it comes right back down. And that's all I'm looking for. It doesn't need to be a crazy range of motion. And what I should feel is my lat engage right here at the bottom of my shoulders. From there, as I'm starting to get used to that, let's start adding some more dynamic movements. More multi-joint, more compound movements. First one being the ring row. The higher up I am, the easier this is. I want to keep my shoulders engaged, so I don't want to be shrugging. I don't want to be doing this as I'm doing this. I want to keep my shoulders engaged like so. I'm then going to pull towards me. Notice that I come up, the rings don't need to touch me, and then I come on down. As I get used to this and I want to advance, I get lower with it and then engage this way too. Now, from there, I can lead off to a more advanced movement, like Aussie pull-ups. Cool part about this, as you can see, I have a squat rack right here. I have a barbell, and I want it set no lower than my hips. I want to keep it roughly around my hips. Any lower, the lower it goes, the harder it gets. So try a little bit higher first. I'm going to grab onto the barbell. Now notice, the bumpy part of the bar is known as the knurling, or you can think of it as the grippy part of the bar. I'm going to get a thumb width grip. So the end of my thumb is right at the end of the knurling. I grab on. I'm then going to come on down. Now notice I'm facing away. So wherever the J hooks are facing, I'm facing. Or we're going to get rather intimate with this bar very quickly. And I'm ready to go. I'm going to plant my feet. I'm going to engage. So breath and brace. And then pull towards the actual bar as I'm doing this. Now, as I get more advanced, I can straighten out my legs and again pull. I'm aiming right here for the bottom of my chest, or aim for your bra line, ladies. That's what we're looking for. Keep it engaged, keep it low, strengthen up the larger portion of those muscles, right? So that you can be able to start moving on to the more advanced movements. As you can see, I have a band set up. I also have a box set up. Now I'm getting up to an actual pull-up. What I'm trying to do at this point is I have the band set up. I'm going to place my foot in here, and I want enough resistance where it helps keep me up as much as I can to hold this. I'm then going to do the same thing that I did on the barbell. I want to have my hands just outside my shoulders. I want to engage my shoulders and keep them down low. So when I'm ready to engage, notice how my chin is above the bar. I'm going to hold. I'm then going to engage, cross my legs, and then I'm going to slowly control my descent. Once I get all the way down, I can step up and then repeat the process. This is known as an eccentric pull-up. I'm controlling my descent, okay? From there, I can then turn this into assisted banded pull-ups. So again, I'm engaged. I can start at the bottom if I would like, and then be able to go through this. Now notice, as I come down, if I have this full extension of my body, I want to engage my shoulders first, right? So squeeze my shoulder blades together, slightly point my chest up towards the bar, and pull, all right? eventually getting to the point in which I can let go of that band and then be able to do this unassisted from the ground. Before I even reach for the bar, notice, I reach up and have my hands just positioned outside of my shoulders. I grab onto the bar. You can have your thumb around. You can also have your thumb on the same side as your fingers. I'm then going to engage my shoulders and pull, all right? Notice, my elbows don't bow out. I'm keeping them here and tight as I'm going through. I'm engaging first, then pulling through. You can also use machines like a lat pull down to help strengthen your shoulders so that you can eventually get a pull up. Thank you so much for joining us for this conversation. If you have any further questions, comments, concerns, please reach out to Restore or Fire for Effect Athletics to help you gain that goal for this year. Take care, y'all.